I've never met a habanero that I didn't like. From the Garden of the Grills, welcome to Smoky Goodness 2.0. Today, we're doing a simple review of some complex sauces. These are sauces, barbecue sauces from Minnesota. Don't let the label fool you. This is called Down Under BBQ brand. And I want to thank Thomas and family from Slippery Chicken Barbecue for bringing them last week. We're going to review them. And I can't think of anything better to review a good barbecue sauce than with a couple of Smoky Goodness 4-flip style baby back ribs, so that's what we're doing. Already prepared these. These ribs were prepared in the traditional Smoky Goodness 4-flip rib manner, scoring the back of the membrane only, just scoring it. And we're going to throw on some mustard as a binder, and of course, Tango Spice Midnight Espresso. It's traditional, it's our go-to rub. We've got this in the grill dome. We've already got it fired up. We're just going to throw one rack on the main cooking grate. And what I like to call the hover grill is going into the upward position. We're putting the other rack right there. You may have noticed a problem. I have 2 racks of ribs. I've got 2 bottles and 3 jars of Down Under barbecue sauce. So I had to do a quick taste test last night. I went through each of these individually to determine which one I'd like the best. Let me tell you, these are all really good sauces, but I had to come down to just 2 for the 2 racks, and I actually had a really tough time doing that because these are all excellent. But it came down to these, and we're going to be basting about 3 hours into this with these 2 sauces. And because habanero is my all-time favorite pepper of all peppers, I had to settle for the habanero infused flavors of these 2 bottled Down Under barbecue sauces. So that's what we're going to be using on the 2 racks of ribs today. I got to tell you, this partly cloudy day is wreaking havoc with my f-stop and my ISO. So if I'm bright and then dim and then bright and then dim, I'm going to have a lot of work to do at post tonight. So anyway, we're underway. Stick around, Herb. We're about 90 minutes in. Oh, look at that. This is about the time I like to start spritzing a little bit. Don't like to start doing this too early. You want to give that rub a chance to settle in, as it were. It's already smelling pretty darn good out here. I want to keep this lid closed as much as possible. We're holding a perfect 250 degrees. You gotta love the grill dome. Of course I'm gonna drink a beer, but not until after the ribs are done. It'll be a long wait. Holding temperature perfectly. Love this grill dome. We're 3 hours in. Look at that. All right, time for another spritz. If I can do this with the wind blowing, I'll be a happy guy.
Shoot it.
I'm shooting it, shooting it, shooting it. Let's check and see how we're doing here. Oh, we're close. We're really close. Even at 250, actually about 260s, which where I've been holding it for most of the cook here. So, I think it's about time for this. And despite the cruel joke I played on everybody on Facebook on April Fool's Day, we're using charcoal for the 4-flip procedure. We're doing that in the Weber. And our fire starter, Mr. Levi, is going to do the ceremonial lighting o' the coals. So go ahead. Waiting for his cue. And boom, just like that, the expert fire starter has lit an expert fire. Okay, we're 3.5 hours in. Mission elapsed time. Speaking of time, the time has come. We will now do our prestigious 4-flip rib procedure. You've probably seen it if you've watched any of my older videos. Okay, and all we're doing here, other than trying to burn down the deck, is we're going to give these a good hard charred sear on each side. This crisps up this membrane that was left on. My wife has them no other way. Gotta leave the membrane on. If I don't do it, I did a whooping. Okay, that's flip number 2. We're going for flip number 3, which is where we start saucing. And the first rack gets this mango peach and habanero sauce from Down Under BBQ. Really good stuff. Packs a little bit of heat. But as everyone knows, once the sauce hits the food, the flavor profile changes slightly. Almost always for the better, too. Yeah, look at that. Flip number 4. Right over the flames. And more mango and peach and habanero. I'm actually going to do 5 flips on this because I did 1 extra flip there that I normally don't do. So call this flip number 5. Oh yeah. I'm going to move this off to the side just to keep it warm while I 4 or 5 flip this other rack. Meat side down on this one. All right, this is a 4-flip. The proper 4-flip. This is flip number 2. Then, the sauce will be this raspberry habanero. Good, good stuff. Flip number 3. Ah, yeah. At which time we apply some more of this raspberry habanero sauce. And give it a final flip. This is flip number 4. Almost, see? It smells so good, even the tongs want a piece. You know what I say? I say it's time to get these bad rabbits in the house, cut them up. They're done. How does it taste there, Mr. Smoky Goodness Jr.? See that? That burn end? Chef's privilege. So, what do I think of the sauce? These are both the habanero sauces. One of them is the mango peach and habanero, and the other one is raspberry habanero, and they both rock. So instead of Coakley's barbecue sauce and You Know You Want It barbecue sauce is my 2 favorites, I now have 3 favorites. Coakley's You Know You Want It, Down Under. I'll leave a link down in the bucket for Down Under barbecue sauce, but don't be freaked out. The website is actually, it looks like a work in progress. I mean, it's like they started working on it and abandoned it like 3 or 4 years ago. So just a heads up on that. Let's make this stuff as popular as the owners feel they need to be to get things cranked up. I don't know if they ship. I'm still gonna find that out and I'll let you know. So it's good stuff.